Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm a spirit guide channeler and spiritual life and business mentor. And I help people be happy and attract more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from a picture perfect, beautiful Bozeman, Montana. And this is the weekly energy update for the week of July 10th, 2022. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And this week, we have the biggest supermoon of 2022. The full moon's on Wednesday, the 13th, and it's known as the buck moon because it's the time of year when the deer's antlers are full grown. It's also known as a thunder moon, and this is because July's hot weather is the most prone to thunderstorms. So this full moon is powerful AF. Full moons shed light on what's hidden. They shed light on our deepest desires. And because it's the biggest and brightest supermoon of the year, it's shining a spotlight on anything that you've been sweeping under the rug or been in denial of. Everything happening this week wakes us up to realize what we really want in life. We're thinking about big shifts. And I talked to at least 5 people this past week who are thinking about leaving their jobs and piecing out. It's that type of a week. And this moon helps us get a plan for the next big thing, like piecing out, like buying a home, like going back to school, like taking the dream vacation. It also helps us let go of what has become toxic, whether that's a relationship, a work situation, or even just cleaning up your diet by eliminating junk food. So this full moon is in Capricorn, making this the perfect time to set mid-year resolutions. It's pushing us to think big picture. So there could be a tendency to beat yourself up this week because you fell off your goals for 2022 or you forgot your summer theme and you aren't where you want to be. Don't do it. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, on Wednesday, the full moon day, sit down, hit pause, take a beat, and think about the progress that you have made. Give yourself credit for what you have done. And even right now, while you're listening, schedule a half hour, put on your calendar for Wednesday to think about and celebrate the forward progress that you have made. And the great news is that if you did get off course, this full moon motivates you to get back on track. It ignites our ambition. Now, Capricorn is all about perseverance and productivity. So this is the time to fine-tune that plan and think about a different way, maybe a better way to reach your goals. Capricorn is also associated with our public image, like your reputation, your career, your achievements. That stuff is all up for review. And we're going to want to take our future more seriously. These vibes are all about pulling yourself up through good old-fashioned hard work. So the key to making the most of this full moon is to understand what challenges lie ahead without disregarding how far you've come. We are rebuilding from a sturdier, more solid place. And while full moons are thought of as a time for closure and release, this full moon validates the idea that when one door closes, another one opens. And it's not just that when one door closes, another door opens. When one door closes, 10,000 new doors open. Often we spend so much time fretting about that closed door that we miss all the opportunities that the new doors and the new doors that are opening. So when doors close this week, when you don't get the job, when something doesn't work out, the first thing to do is look for the positive. Look for the other doors. This moon also reminds us that reaching goals is a slow process. We're playing the long game. We're going to feel like buckling down and doing the work this week. And what we're really doing once we decide what we want is shifting our vibe from what it currently is to match what the vibe is once we reach the goal. So if you're a master at energy, it's totally possible to immediately make that shift. But for most of us, the process of manifesting and working toward the goal is the process of shifting our energy to match who we will be once we achieve the goal. So the most powerful thing you can do is to commit to the new thing. Say out loud, I am doing this thing. Tell others, I am doing this thing. and then get a plan with a reasonable timeline on how to make these fantasies a reality. And enjoy the journey getting there. Enjoy the ride. Where we often block ourselves is with impatience. It's not happening. It's not happening fast enough. Stop it. Once you declare it, it's going to happen if you take action to shift your energy. And then look for the proof. Look for the evidence that it is happening. Baby steps. We're taking baby steps toward our dreams. So, this is an important time in life when we're shifting directions. When we change jobs, we leave relationships, we stop eating meat, we start on different life paths. And because we have that huge North Node conjunction happening at the end of the month, these big realizations and all these aha moments are preparing us, and they're necessary to get us on our fated path. We're getting really honest with ourselves and what we want, and it's probably going to go against what society, what your parents, maybe even your friends, what they think you should be doing. But the time is finally right to make the big changes. Amazing transformations are taking place. These changes are big, fated, soul path changes. So years ago when I got a divorce, I thought about it and I fretted about it for a couple years. Like, should I get divorced? When will I get divorced? What should I do? A couple years of this. And then one morning, lo and behold, I woke up and I knew that today was the day. It was just clear as a bell. And then when I decided to sell my company, same thing. I thought about it for a couple of years. I don't want to do this anymore. Should I sell my company? I don't know what I should do next. And then one day, driving home from work, I even remember what street I was on. It hit me. Now is the time to sell it. Once again, clear as a bell. And then not 5 minutes later, when I got home, my first phone call was to a business broker to start the process. This is that sort of a time when we have the light bulb moments, when everything becomes clear and we just know. We know in our heart what to do. All the mental clutter that's been clouding our thinking clears. And we know. Trust that. And then once we know, we're committing to it. No matter how long it takes, we're doing it. We're putting in the hard work. We're doing whatever it takes. So be mindful of limiting beliefs and thinking that might come up right now. Now, this could show up as not believing what you want is possible. And that sounds like, I could never start my own company. I can't leave this relationship. I just can't sell all my stuff and move to Montana. Yes, you can. You can do anything. You are creating your life. Other limiting thoughts that may pop up are that I don't know how. I don't know how to do XYZ. And you may not know, but you can figure it out. And once you commit to a decision, once you commit to a thing, the universe has a way of helping you figure things out and of guiding you. And I, of course, can help with that too. Whatever it is, we can figure it out. It can be done. This is not a time to limit yourself in any way. So to recap, big, fated, soul, life realizations are happening. Be easy on yourself if you aren't where you want to be. Appreciate the steps you've already taken, and then allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to believe it's possible. It's time to make some big shifts toward living the life of your dreams. So the mantra this week, I allow myself to live the life of my dreams. I allow myself to live the life of my dreams. And as always, thank you for listening. This podcast has now been downloaded in 61 countries. Just more proof that taking baby steps forward actually leads to something. So I did have a change in my schedule. I'd planned on being off this week, but things changed and my schedule has opened up. So I have lots of available appointments this week. And this would be an excellent time to talk about the big shifts you're experiencing. So please book an appointment. I'd love to talk with you this week. Have a wonderful week. Thank you again for passing this podcast on to a friend you think may find value in it. And I'll talk to you again next week.